a beautiful morning to you and yours. This is Melody 100.7 FM Ibadan, and my name is Bolabad. This is Melody Sunrise, and it is 2 minutes past 8 a.m. from the studio's 19th day in the month of September. And yeah, like I always say, it's a cool day and good day to be alive. I'm going to be here from now till 9:55, but between now and then, there are quite a things that we would be doing together, that is you and I, because between now and 8:10 we'll be going through the weather forecast for today and also checking out the motivation quote for today as well. And once we're done with that, by 8:10 we'll be going through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies this morning to see what is trending and the latest headlines making the rounds on the country and beyond. And once it is 8:30, the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the world of sports, telling us what is going on in the exciting world of sports. We are still gearing towards the Under-20 Women's World Cup qualifier match that will be happening live in the city of Ibadan next weekend. And honestly, I really can't wait. All right, so we'll be doing that as well. And by 8:50, I'll be back in the studios. And 9 a.m., the People's Assembly will be airing by 9 a.m. and we'll do that for about 45 minutes. And by 9:45 a.m., Melody Surprise would be eating your airwaves. Okay, so then we'll wrap it up by 9:55 and call it a day. All right, so that is what we'll be doing. That is the itinerary for today. Yeah, and between now and then, also great music will be coming your way as well, and great conversation that I can assure you. Okay, all right, now so today, first up, we'll go through the weather forecast for today. And right now it's about 23 degrees Celsius right now, and the temperature will keep rising to peak at 29 degrees Celsius much later in the afternoon, to only drop to 24 degrees Celsius in the night. So it's going to be a rather sort of warm day, but there is a chance of rain falling in the evening, about 60% chance of rain falling today, around evening between 4 and night time. Okay, so it is 60%. It might and it might not, and it might fall before then. Like I always do say, this is just to give you a hint of how the day is going to look like. So it's going to be a cloudy day, so to say, but the clouds might clear off in the afternoon when the temperature hits, high up, right? Because the highest temperature is going to be around 29 degrees Celsius and the lowest to be 23 degrees Celsius for today. All right, now, so moving on from that, let's look at the motivation quote for today. And we are talking about success in relation to ambition and persistence today. Yeah, it's not that deep. So the quote says, ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the key, is the vehicle you arrive in. I'll take that again. Ambition is the path to success. Persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. And, that quote is attributed to Bill Bradley, which actually means that ambition provides the direction and goals for success, while persistence is the continuous effort and determination required to overcome obstacles and ultimately reach those goals. Now, in essence, ambition sets the destination, but persistence ensures that you journey there and arrive there, safely, and sometimes maybe scarred. Okay, but the quote actually broken down, ambition being the path to success, because one, ambition is the strong desire to achieve a goal such as wealth, honor, or fame. Another one is that it is the driving force that sets a clear objective and lights the way towards your dreams and aspirations. And finally, ambition, when you think of it as the starting point and the roadmap for your journey. Now, let's talk about persistence for a bit. Persistence being the vehicle you arrive in. Persistence is the steadfast determination to continue pursuing a goal despite difficulties, obstacles, or setbacks. Now, it is the long-term commitment and hard work that keeps you moving forward when you face challenges. Now, the vehicle is what transports you from one place to another, from one place to your destination, so to say, and in this case, to success. So, persistence that is what carries you through the tough times of the journey to your ambitious goal. Do not forget that we spoke about tough times and you are not allowing tough time to steal your joy and making sure that your joy stay intact. Yes, and that is persistence right there. Persistence will make you show up even on days or even when the week or the month has been so terrible or series of months has been terrible. Persistence is what makes you show up every single day, because persistence or consistency is actually not being 100% every single day. Sometimes you're on -5%, but then you have to show up regardless. And when you're persistent and you're ambitious, definitely with the help of God you will get to success. Okay, so that being said, do not forget the quote actually says, ambition is the path to success, persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. Ambition is the path to success, persistence is the vehicle you arrive in. So basically, I'll be heading back to the music. It's Friday, so it's going to be somewhat party vibe, and all of that. So here is Bad Boy Tim's doing Move. And by 8:10, we'll be checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies. Stick around.
Move from side to side, bounce and back. Up never be online. Tell them to move and dance all night. Oh, big all night. Feel alright. Many money coming, so they alright. Yeah, feel alright. All night. Get the money from the man. Crash the event of the life of the party. Shaped like a pyramid diamond, based on the catalog, brother more. And I got a girl with a big whatever the bedroom inside box in box. Pull up with the bank, put your bags in front. Your girlfriend wanna toss me, toss. Oh fella, you fake cause in box. But I don't like wahala. I define money na paper. Ginger this, girl. I don't like wahala. I define money na paper. Ginger this, girl. Move from side to side, bounce and back. Up never be online. Tell them to move and dance all night. Oh, make all night. Feel alright. Many money coming, so they alright. Yeah, feel alright. All night. Get the money from the man. Crash the event of the life of the party. Oh, yeah, break your leg. Back, move like this, move like that. Feel the bang, come on, don't lose God. Ginger yourself, make you find the bar. Send my cut, no contact. How we go be, it no matter. Life is a sea, lefty fantasy, but I don't like wahala. I define money na paper. Ginger this, girl. I don't like wahala. I define money na paper. Ginger this, girl. Ginger this, girl. Move from side to side, bounce and back. Up never be online. Tell them to move and dance all night. Oh, big all night. Feel alright. Many money coming, so they alright. Yeah, feel alright. All night. Get the money from the man. Crash the event, cause the life of the party.
All right, so we're back to your Bad Boy Tim's right there doing a Move, and it is 8:10 from the studios. My name is Bolabad. This is Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. It is time to go through the front pages of various Nigerian dailies, and per usual, I have the Guardian newspaper, I have the Punch newspaper, I have the Nigerian Tribune, and Vanguard newspaper this very morning. All right, so we kick off with the front page of Vanguard newspaper, and the first headline that I'll be taking says UBA delivers 335 billion naira PAT, gross earning up to 17% to 1.608 trillion naira. And that story can be found on page 19 of Vanguard newspaper this very morning. Plato targets a Middle East halal market to boost economy, says Moft Wang, rather. And the story has a writer that actually says NGE pays courtesy visit to governor. And that story can be found on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Food alert, and that is the kick of this headline. Federal government raises a fresh alarm as rivers Niger, Benue reach peak level. And that story is on page 9 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Marketers want us to increase pump price by 75 naira, says Dangote. And that story can be found on page 19 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Government ends passport production at multiple centers after 62 years. And that story can be found on page 8 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now to the biggest headline on the front page. Rivers, that is the kicker. Assembly resumes seating. Fubara fails to show up. And that story has a handful of riders. The tattoo says House urges Fubara to forward commissioners list appropriation bill. And another rider says asks government to probe IBAS's expenditure. Another rider says massive crowd leaving disappointment after waiting 12 hours. Another rider says, I've spoken to Fubara. He assured he will resume, says Wike. Another one says, adds, I have forgiven him. Another rider says, Ibas quit, seeks support for Fubara. Another rider says Tinubu's mandate achieved, cautions against crippling state again. And the final rider says, Tinubu playing God in Rivers, says ADC. And the final one says Atiku Obi, others speak. And all of that can be found on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. To another headline, Osun local government crisis, that is the kicker. Probe judicial irregularities, PDP tells CJ. And that story is on page 10 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Awujale stool, and that is the kicker. Fushengbuwa ruling House and leadership face off. And that story is on page 10 of Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now moving on to Nigerian Tribune. The first headline says Rivers, and that is the kicker of the headline. Supporters throng Port Harcourt streets. Fubara keeps them waiting. And the writers attached to the story says it will resume. I spoke with them. No law says it should resume yesterday, says Wike. And another writer says Assembly to probe Ibas's tenure. Ask Fubara to submit names of commissioners. Appropriation bill. And that story can be found on page 13 of a Nigerian Tribune this morning. Federal government ends passport production at multiple centers after 62 years. And that story is on page 21 of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. And to another headline, HID's 10th memorial anniversary patronal service holds today in Ikene. And the writer attached to it says, Alafi Daniel Amusu pays tribute. And that story can be found on page 6 of Nigerian Tribune this morning. And the rest of the front page of Nigerian Tribune is dedicated to the court case going on in Osun State as Osun PDP asks federal government High Court CJ to probe suspicious letters on Osun local government funds cases. And the story has a writer attached to it. Says it suspects one of the letter was backdated, and then there are copies of the letters on the front page of Nigerian Tribune this very morning. Now moving on to the Punch newspaper this morning, and the first headline says manufacturing import bill widens 14 trillion naira trade deficit, and that story is on page 9 of the Punch newspaper this morning. To another headline, emergency rule, that is the kicker. Uncertainty in Rivers as Fubara delays return. And that story has two riders attached to it. Says governor in Abuja may resume today, says aide. Another one says assembly members resume. Wike denies plot to impose appointees on governor. And the rest of the front page rather is also dedicated to the Osun PDP asking the federal government High Court CJ to probe suspicious letters on Osun local government funds case. Says it suspects one of the letters was backdated. Also attached to the front page are pictures of the letters in query. Okay, so moving on to the Guardian newspaper this morning, and the first headline reads investors avoid places where politicians control judiciary, says Jonathan. And that story can be found on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. BOI secures adaptation funds mandate to drive Nigeria's climate action. And that story can be found on page 3 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. To another headline, NAS withdraws contract circulars as a 23.9 trillion naira capital budget rolls into 2026. And that story can be found on page 28 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Now moving on to another one. This the biggest one on the front page of the Guardian. Brain drain, that is the kicker. Exhausted doctors, long wait times, test public hospitals care capacity. And the story can be found on big story pages 4 and 5 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. Group raises alarm over massive data breach in Nigeria. And the story can be found on page 7 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Federal government unveils innovative loan scheme for retirees, and that story is on page 29 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Osun PDP wants suspicious letters on local government funds case probed, and that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper as well this morning. UBA delivers 335 billion naira PAT, 1.6 trillion naira gross earnings, and that story is on page 19 of the Guardian newspaper this morning. Suspense dissolutions as Fubara fails to show up after emergency rule ends, and that story is on page 6 of the Guardian newspaper this very morning. And this is as far as we can go. Checking out the front pages of various Nigerian dailies, and it is back to the music, and this one is The Traveler, The Caveman, and Kwabena, featured by Basket Mouth. Stick around and keep it locked. Do not forget that by 8:30 the sports crew will be in the studios to take us through the world of sports. But in the meantime, it is 18 minutes past 8 a.m. and this is Melody Sunrise.
Basket.
The journey to Mandela, they started from Kitos. My friend, avoid the mosquitoes. Walking man, nagaite no kodo. Walking man, naganiro.
100.7 FM. Stay cool with Melody.
Somewhere very near, I feel it inside me. I'm feeling very weird. Something where I did chase for years back in the days. If you told me I would see this flag waving, I won't believe you. No, cause how far could I be? Yeah, I'm too close, I can feel it. Something is vibrating inside me, I'm celebrating. But outside they kill me. My own self they kill me. My own anxiety, my inferiority, what? Ah, them all they kill me. Them all they kill me. And I don't feel okay, my heart is beating so fast. So fast. So fast. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest, they come. No make them catch you off guard. Don't let them catch your skin, no. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come. No make them catch you off guard. Don't let them catch your skin, no. Cause you know how we be, my Sheila. Streets getting colder, they bury my brother spirit. You know if you stand proper, it is shaky. It's hard to believe, my Jenna. For see with you on the guy that's I swear, my papa. This season is a very dark one. My own anxiety, my inferiority, what they kill me. Them all they kill me. And I don't feel okay. My heart is beating so fast, so fast, yo, so fast. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come. No make them catch you off guard. Don't let them touch your skin, no. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come. No make them catch you off guard. Don't let them touch your skin, no. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come. No make them catch you off guard. Don't let them touch your skin, no. Oh, soldier, stand and beat your chest. They come. No make them catch you off guard. Don't let them touch your skin, no.
Melody FM 100.7.
Olúwafẹ́ mi mọ̀ dájú pé nínú ìrìnàjò sí ibi gíga àwọn ọ̀tá lè gbógun sí ọ ṣùgbọ́n ìwọ má bẹ̀rù kò sí nǹkan tí yóò ṣe ọmọ náà.
Steady hustle, I know the rest, oh. Me, I no get many friends, oh. Torí pé wọ́n call me back, oh. Just another boy from the ghetto. I be looking for daily bread, oh. So for me, a holiday, oh. Yeah. So I carry my family for head, oh. If them never chop, I must double also. Yeah. Carry my family for head. If I go to sleep, she be na million farm, oh. Yeah. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. Yeah. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. Yeah. So if you see me for the road, don't go lose gather. My mind don't go far away. Me, I know fish, I like. If you see me enter party, don't go they shout out. Give me. Make my body balance, yeah. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. Yeah. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. A minimum of boss and shabby. Yeah. Carry my family for head, oh. If them never chop, I must double loss.
Melody FM 100.7.
We're back to it. It is 8:30 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM, and we are now live in the sports segment. There is Akim Obola in the studios, and we'll be talking about things going on in the world of sport for a bit before I hand over the microphone to him to take on. I'll talk about it fully. All right. So I was having a conversation with Daniel on Wednesday about Super Eagles and World Cup. It was a lot. So what was the verdict now?
It looks like good morning, Bolabad. Good morning to everyone listening out there. Now it looks like FIFA, they want to open the case with South Africa as regards the player that wasn't supposed to play. That's Tebo Mokoena. And it looks like now FIFA wants to really be in the matter. And the highest thing is, or the only thing that FIFA would do is probably take off 3 points from South Africa. Now, the big question is, can Nigeria still qualify even if they take off 3 points? I don't think so, personally, because it's 2 games to go, and we are currently not even second. We are currently third. Mm-hmm. And these guys, Benin Republic, are second. So they should be the one happy right now, not Nigerians, you understand? Mm-hmm. But yes, 2 games to go. One thing about Nigeria is when it comes to the World Cup qualifiers, it gets to the last moment before we qualify. So maybe that magic might actually help us this time, because 2010, it was at the last moment we qualified. And this time, people are actually hoping that maybe with some calculators and all of it, Nigeria might probably qualify. But I don't think so, personally. Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want them to qualify? This is where
No, definitely, I want them to qualify, but then, do they deserve it? They don't.
Oh. Thank you. At least someone is agreeing with me eventually. Anyway, what else is going on? Next week we're having Rwanda in the city.
Yeah.
And are you going to watch it?
On the 20, right here. Maybe I should.
On the 27th, no?
Yeah, of this month.
Month. That's next weekend.
So.
Because I checked my calendar. But I'm trying to go and watch it actually.
Yeah. Now the thing is, it's for the ladies, and in football right now we don't show support to the ladies. So maybe I will just be there to at least be part of the. Maybe on yeah, I know.
I know. See, I don't even want to know, but I'll try and probably get, find out how to get a ticket and everything, because I know that place is going to be swarmed. Ibadan people love watching the shootings. I'm actually trying to imagine what it's going to be like when it's like a World Cup qualifier match. And
but do you feel like they show support to the ladies? I don't think so. I mean, I think Ibadan is just mainly for shooting stars.
You will try and branch the place on next week, Abby.
Let's see.
It's next week Saturday, I think.
Yeah.
So try and branch the place. Ibadan people, they don't even want to hear. They don't want to. We are coming to Ibadan. We turn up. I'm telling you, with a lot of content creators and all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, fingers crossed. We're looking forward to that one as well. What is going on in EPL?
Yeah. Yesterday was the Champions League. We saw games. We saw the likes of Barca.
Oh, no, yesterday. I wanted to drag Daniel.
Chelsea, yeah.
What champions?
He's always shouting. What
champions?
And I'm happy Bayern Munich defeated them.
Oh my goodness, 3-1.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
They had them for barbecue chicken. Yesterday we saw Manchester City defeat Napoli. Barca also defeated Newcastle 2-1. Premier League you talked about is going to come up on Saturday. So we have a couple of games. Chelsea, Manchester United is the big game.
Where? Liverpool beat us. I don't have problem with that. Honestly, I ain't got no problem.
That was a big game this weekend.
In fact, I'm not going to be available to be near people that watch it safe. I will put it out there.
So you feel like Chelsea would win?
I feel like, yeah.
Chelsea, because
it's going to be a win for Chelsea or probably a draw.
Well, for you, okay. I mean, for both teams, because this season United they've not started well. Honestly,
we've not been starting well for a very long time. So it's just like we're used to it. I haven't even been able to bring myself to get the jersey of Manchester United because, bro, at least win some matches back to back so you can motivate people.
Exactly.
But it's just been crazy, man. It's been crazy. Like, anytime, because I follow the Manchester United page on Instagram. Okay. Anytime I see their posts, like, I'm like, I want to see Nawabi. Okay, let's move on. I don't even bother checking. Honestly, I don't bother checking. Like, the last match was 3-0. Yeah. I was like, well, at this point, everybody's going to be all right. At this point, everybody's going to be all right. Anyway, all about it more will come your way, the sports segment on the Melody Sunrise this morning. All right, so it is straight to sports, and welcome.
From deep and out. The smashing ball, it's Martins. Josie Yobo, the good ball. And it's just out to the bow. Simon Odesi. Sensational. What a wonderful finish. That is the most embarrassing own goal. Oh, what a goal. That's something out of nothing. He struck it sweetly. And does he ever score ordinary goals? They're all copybook stuff.
All right, it's that beautiful time again to talk sports on Melody 100.7 FM. This is where we serve you the best of sporting stories, making rounds in the world of sports. All right, today I've got lots of stories to talk about. I will be talking about the situation of Nigeria as they're set to bid for the 2030 Commonwealth Games. I will talk about that today on the program, and also the fact that NFF to earn 10.5 billion from CAF if they go on to win the AFCON right there. We'll talk about that today on the program. And also the D Tigers of Nigeria, they dropped in the latest FIBA rankings. And also the Champions League games we saw yesterday. Yeah, Manchester City defeated Napoli 2-0. And also Galatasaray, they were walloped by Eintracht Frankfurt. We'll talk about that today on the program. All right, I'm Akimbo Bola Egunfemi. Welcome aboard. All right, so started from Nigeria as yesterday they welcomed the Commonwealth Sport Bid Evaluation Committee to Abuja, a major step forward hosting the 2030 Commonwealth Games. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, represented by his Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila, formally received the delegation at the Aso Rock Villa yesterday at Abuja. And yes, this was what Tinubu told the delegation. He said, "What I can assure you is that we are ready." And he reaffirmed Nigeria's commitment to hosting an inclusive, diverse, and world-class 2030 Commonwealth Games on African soil. And yes, the special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, revealed this in a statement he signed yesterday that Nigeria ready to host Africa's first Commonwealth Games in 2030. President Bola Tinubu assures, yes, Gbajabiamila, along with a strong federal government team of ministers and senior government officials, held strategic talks with the delegation led by Darren Hall, Director of Games and Assurance at the Commonwealth Sports and a member of the 2030 Evaluation Commission. Yes, President Tinubu emphasized that the Commonwealth champions unity and diversity, and Africa deserves its most after nearly a century. And yes, Africa has never hosted the Games since the inception in 1930. Nigeria made an unsuccessful bid to host the 2014 Games. The city of Durban in South Africa won the bid to host the 2022 Games, but could not do so due to financial difficulties. Birmingham in UK took over and hosted the Games. Thus, Nigeria's bid to host the 2030 Games would be historic. Now, the big question is, do we have the facilities to actually hold the Commonwealth? So that's the big question. But yes, it's still 2030, and maybe 5 years from now, we'll start seeing stadiums, and everyone probably is going to just get prepared for the 2030 Commonwealth Games. All right, moving away from that, let's talk about the fact that the Confederation of African Football, CAF, confirmed that eventual champions of the tournament will earn $7 million, the highest payout in the competition's history. The 2025 edition, set to run from December 21, 2025 to January 18, 2026, will feature an overall prize pool of $32 million, underscoring the growing commercial and competitive value of African Premier Football tournaments. And yes, CAF outlined the prize structure as follows. For the champions, $7 million. Runners-up, $4 million. Semi-finalists, $2.5 million each. Yes, and yes, for quarter-finalists, $1.3 million each. For the round of 16 teams, $800,000 each. For third place in group, $700,000 each. For fourth place in group, $500,000 each. Right there. And yes, the announcement comes at a time when Nigeria hopes of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup hang in balance, making it a potential AFCON title, a key focus for national pride and consolation. Right now, the Super Eagles, three-time continental champions, will begin their group stage campaign against Tanzania on December 21 at 1 p.m. local time. They will face Tunisia on December 27 at the same time before concluding the group phase against Uganda on December 30 at 6 p.m. I mean, right now, we already have the date, the time for each games. And that's what we call organization. Right now, CAF, they are so prepared for the tournament. That's the AFCON coming later at December. So if eventually Nigeria, we don't qualify for the FIFA World Cup, maybe a consolation if they go on to win the AFCON 2025. right, moving away from CAF, let's talk table tennis as France-based Nigerian table tennis player Taiwo Mati has earned a recall to the national team ahead of the 2025 African Championship in Tunisia, where he will team up with top star Aruna Kadri and 8 other players right there. The tournament will be played in Tunis from October 12 to 19. Mati's last outing for the country until this year was at the 2023 ITTF World Championship in Durban, South Africa. Despite being one of Africa's standout performers at Durban 2023, the left-handed star had been absent from national team for 2 years. And the 20-year-old who played professionally in Europe earned the spot after a strong performance at the 2025 West Regional Championship, where he finished among the top 4, edging out Moise Adegoke. And for the African Championship, he joined a formidable lineup that includes African top-ranked player right there, Aruna Kadri, 2019 African Gold medalist right there, and Olajide Omotayo, 2-time West African champion Matthew Kuti, and a rising Abdulbasit Abdul Fatai. And for the women, they will feature promising young players such as Favor Ojo, Aisha Rabiu, Kabirat Ayola, Shukurat Ayela Bagon, yes, and also veteran Ajoke Ojumo. They would lead the squad as captain in Tunis. And yes, it's all the best to Nigeria table tennis players right there, and hopefully we get gold at this time from them. All right, from table tennis, let's talk basketball. Yes, Nigeria's senior men's team, the Tigers, have dropped 53rd in the world following the latest rankings released by the global governing body, FIBA. After a summer of intense basketball activities, which saw continental tournaments take place across the globe, the Tigers, who reached the quarterfinals of the 2025 FIBA AfroBasket tournament in Angola last month, dropped a massive 11 points from 42nd in March 2025 to 53rd position in the world in September. Now, furthermore, the 2015 African champions slipped from 6th to 8th on the continental ranking, amassing a total of 248.7 points compared to the 297.8 they held at March earlier in the year. And Nigeria were among the biggest droppers in the latest ranking, alongside Morocco, Tunisia, Virgin Islands, Kosovo, while the biggest climbers include Mali, South Africa, Turkey, Cyprus, and Jamaica. All right, still in Africa, as the 2025-2026 CAF Champions League begins this Friday with preliminary round, marking the start of what promises to be a landmark season in African club football. A record of 62 clubs across the continent have registered for this edition, highlighting the growing appeal and competitiveness of Africa's premier club competition. And yes, this season also introduces a significant financial reform aid at supporting clubs in the early stages of the tournament. In the first of the competition, the Confederation of African Football will provide $100,000 in financial support to clubs eliminated in the first and second rounds. The initiative is designed to alleviate logistical costs and promote wider participation across all CAF member nations. And yes, the CAF president said the initiative reflects the organization's broader commitment to strengthening football infrastructure and ensuring financial sustainability at all levels of game in Africa. All right, it's that time to talk about the UEFA Champions League. like Barca fans would say, Visca Barca, Visa Catalonia. Yesterday, Marcus Rashford scored a brace. What a strike! As Barcelona kicked off their UEFA Champions League campaign with a 2-1 win over Newcastle, with the Catalans a 13th win in their last 17 meetings with English opposition in the competition. A sea of black and white greeted the teams at the St. James Park. An extremely partisan crowd roared Newcastle to swarm all over Barcelona in the early stage. Only Anthony Gordon, who know how he did not connect with Anthony Elanga's inviting cross to make the Magpies early superiority clowns, and while Avi Barnes needed the offside flag to save his embarrassment 2 minutes later after the winger allowed Juan Garcia to get a hand to his shot. And at the other end, Rashford almost silenced the home support with a driving run in the box, but his poor effort didn't match the build-up. And as the match developed, Barca saw the lion's share of possession, but found it difficult to deal with the host. Much more physical game. A stunning break and cross from Elanga only needed Barnes to slide home from the opener. And yes, Bogarcia was equal to it once more. Pedri's influence began to grow just before the half-hour Joelinton pullback on the midfielder ending the first yellow card of the match, with Newcastle intensity starting to fade. As halftime approached, the visitors looked to seize initiative, but Rafinha's free kick was wayward. And yes, the attackers rose before halftime. Yes, for Barca, he ended 2-1. Marcus Rashford in the 58th minute. And yes, also the 67th minute, Marcus Rashford got the goals for Barcelona. And it was no Lamine Yamal, but still success for Barca. And Anthony Gordon, yes, scored at the 98th minute, but it wasn't enough to help them get the W against Barcelona. And yes, for the Man City game, Erling Haaland scored his 50th UEFA Champions League goal in his 49th appearances as Manchester City beat San-Man Napoli 2-0 at home. And Kevin De Bruyne couldn't do anything because he was subbed off in the first half of the game. All right, later today, we'll talk about some of these matches extensively on the Cruise Show. And yes, Melody Sunrise still continues with Bolabad. And until later today, when I come your way again, I'm Akimbo Bola Egofemi. Good morning.
So we're back to it, and it is 8:51 a.m. from the studios of Melody 100.7 FM. This is Melody Sunrise, and I seem to like this tune. Anyway, it is the Champions League tune, but yeah, Bobola is done with sport for now, at least, to return by 6 p.m. on the Cruise Show. And, once it is 9 a.m., we'll be going straight into the People's Assembly, and we'll be revisiting a topic that we spoke about just last week. Sometime last week we talked about Dangote versus New Peng and marketers. Apparently, Dangote is making strong allegations, concerning what the marketers really wanted from him, and not just the fact that, they were waiting or wanting to fight for his workers that were not going to be union members. Anyway, we'll be looking at that and more. It is a lot to take in, and I want your, contribution once it is at 9 a.m. All right, so it is back to the music for me. And by 9 a.m., we start this particular conversation this very morning. And for now, this one is back in uni. by Blackbones, teamed up with J5. Stick around.
All the hearts are broken, lucky. Only got feet to protect me. All the lies I told them girlies. Goddamn, I'm way too reckless. My girlfriend way back in uni. Something she'll never know. Oh Lord, I did her dirty. Something she'll never know. Hey. Big bank takes little bank, it's the law of the jungle. Hey. The girl you want money when I call, you know she gon' come through. Yeah, you know these ain't loyal. Shit, none of my bros ain't loyal. So who be these homemade for you? So what's poppin' now? Me never let them get in my medulla. Yeah, man's been bad since early now. They say my gospel's uncircular. All of my enemies there. So all the killers where I don't go. Didn't mean to play with your heart, but that's just how the game goes. All the hearts are broken, lucky. Only got feet to protect me. All the lies I told them girlies. Goddamn, I'm way too reckless. My girlfriend way back in uni. Something she'll never know. Oh Lord, I did her dirty. Something she'll never know. Hey. Big bank takes little bank, it's the law of the jungle. Hey. The girl you want money when I call, you know she gon' come through. She gon' come through live on a Monday night. She gon' work after work tonight. When she tell you that she occupied, but she on these don't know him till I'm satisfied. Yeah, I know you. They carry me for mine, but it's no use. You see me on the telly and it's stressing on your mental. I'ma know they best forget that. These streets no send your mental health. Shit, you know they see her for internet. Look at the things I do. Oh, Jack can't say my soul. All the hearts are broken, lucky. Only got feet to protect me. All the lies I told them girlies. Goddamn, I'm way too reckless. My girlfriend way back in uni. Something she'll never know. Oh Lord, I did her dirty. Something she'll never know. All the hearts are broken, lucky. Only got feet to protect me. All the lies I told them girlies. Goddamn, I'm way too reckless. My girlfriend way back in uni. Something she'll never know. Oh Lord, I did her dirty. Something she'll never know.
Melody FM 100.7.
They got the best of me. Who might have stand on me? See that I open up the heavens for me and put his hands on me. Something ordinary eyes can see in front of all my enemies. See that I put a table there for me and put his hands on me. You thought you could have got the best of me. Who might have stand on me? See that I open up the heavens for me and put his hands on me. Something ordinary eyes can see in front of all my enemies. See that I open up the table for me and put his hands on me. Something about the way that I thought I should know. At least we're really casting those in the court. Just in case you're talking about pen game, they don't say my name. I don't like the sound of the joke. Looking at the drippy feet, you know say joke. And these girls want to follow me go. If you don't know, how you gonna know? You don't have to slide these sidekicks. I said take me where in the place I'm drinking my blues. Somewhere I can drink it up in my shoes. That's in my chair, I'm drinking my juice. That's how I do. So take me where in the place I'm drinking my blues. Somewhere I can drink it up in my shoes. It's in my chair, I'm drinking my juice. Giant me does too. Could've got the best of me, the best of me. Might have said on me. See that I open up the heavens for me. Put his hands on me. Something ordinary eyes can see in front of all my enemies. See that I put a table there for me. And put his hands on me. You thought you could've got the best of me, the best of me. Might have said on me. See that I open up the heavens for me. Put his hands on me. Something ordinary eyes can see in front of all my enemies. See that I open up the table for me. Put his hands on me. I'm in the spotlight, oh my Jesus, what this freezes. Open on the road since morning, but I'm yawning. Every day in diamonds, dancing on pieces. I said, take me where in the place I'm drinking my blues. Somewhere I can drink it up in my shoes. That's in my chair, I'm drinking my juice. That's how I do. Said, take me where in the place I'm drinking my blues. Somewhere I can drink it up in my shoes. That's in my chair, I'm drinking my juice. Giant times two. Could've got the best of me. Who might have said on me? See Jaja open up the heavens for me and put his hands on me. Something ordinary eyes can see in front of my enemies. See Jaja put a table there for me and put his hands on me. So you could've got the best of me. Who might have said on me? See Jaja open up the heavens for me and put his hands on me. Something ordinary eyes can see in front of my enemies. See Jaja open up the table for me and put his hands on me.
Melody 100.7 FM.
Hallelujah, méje méje. Òṣèlú péjọ fọ́jọ́ méje. Wọ́n fẹ́ tòlú lọ́jọ́ méje. Gbogbo ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀ kan rìn kése. Hallelujah, méje méje. Àwọn ọ̀jẹ̀lú fẹ́rẹ́kẹ́. Wọ́n láwọn ọmọ èèpà tún dìde. Wọ́n fẹ́ dàlúrú mérèlé. Hallelujah, méje méje. Agónilẹ́rú wọn tún dìde.
Melody 100.7 FM. From Melody 100.7 FM, Ibadan, Oyo State, Nigeria. The time is 9 a.m.
It is a minute past 9 a.m. and this is a Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. And if you are just tuning in, welcome. We are now live inside of the People's Assembly. And if you're listening for the first time, I would have to explain what the People's Assembly is to you. All right, so People's Assembly comes up every weekday on Melody Sunrise between the hours between 9 a.m. and 9:45 mostly, and we talk about political matters, we talk about societal matter, we talk about things affecting us as a people and also as a Nigerian. So maybe sometimes we bring it back home and we talk about things that affect us as, Oyo State residents or Ibadan residents, so to say. All right, so today we'll be looking at something. It's a conversation, or should I say, a discussion that started about 9 days ago. Sometime last week, we talked about this. And, we talked about how fuel is actually was scarce for about a day or two in the country. I think it was last Monday and last Tuesday, because news broke on Sunday that Nupeng was going to shut down depots as federal government was stalling, or should I say not helping with the talks with Dangote. Now, if you did not even know anything about it, okay, so I'm going to give you a backstory. Okay, but first off, this is kind of like a parliament setting. Yes, and just like every parliament, there is going to be a Speaker of the House. And I'll be serving in the capacity of the Speaker of the House for today. And you will be serving in the capacity of the Honorable of the House. So I bring the conversation to the forefront, just like I'm about to do it. And then you call me up as the Honorable of the House and give me your 2 cents or your thoughts on the matter at hand. All right, so when you call in, you would introduce yourself as such, as an honorable. That is, if I were to call in, I'd say my name is Honorable Bolabad, because that is my name, and my location is going to be my constituency. I would say, my constituent rather, I'd say my name is Honorable Bolabad, calling from Basharum constituency, so to say. Okay, so basically, that is how we're going to roll. That's the ground rule. Okay, so if you're new to the game, and, you should just note that down. If you're new to the People's Assembly, note that down. When you're calling in, you're introducing yourself as an honorable of the House, and your location is your constituency, okay? All right, now moving on from that and back to the conversation that I was about to lay the groundwork for. All right, so Nupeng last week actually shut down some depots and filling stations, as a matter of fact, did not work last Monday. And some didn't work until Wednesday. Some started working on Tuesday, and while some waited till Wednesday to open up their doors. Now, the conversation, or should I say the tussle, actually started when Dangote said it was going to import, gas-powered tankers from China. And when it does that, it was going to start distributing from his depot straight to the retailers, straight to the consumers. And Nupeng actually went on to say, oh no, you can't do that, because we hear that some of the drivers that you're employing are not going to be members of our our union and everything. So when you start mistreating these people, who is going to fight for them, this and that and all of that. But the officials of Nupeng actually paralyzed fuel loading activities across petroleum depots nationwide on Monday as they kicked against Dangote Petroleum Refinery's alleged ban on workers' unionism. And, the meeting involving all the parties, which was held at the conference room of the Ministry of Labor, lasted for several hours. Despite plans for both parties to immediately sign a memorandum, it actually failed, 2 weeks ago over the weekend. And, it was later settled by the DSS. But then it's been back and forth since then still. And Nupeng is still threatening maybe they will go on strike again. But a lot of people were saying, why is it that you really, really value, the work environment inside of Dangote so much so that, you would shut down the entire country because Dangote is pulling some of his workers or most of his workers out of unionism. And, it seems like we got our answer, this morning on the front page of the Nigerian dailies. Now, there was this particular one where Dangote actually said that the marketers actually wanted him to increase, the price of his fuel. Yeah, says marketers want us to increase pump price by 75 naira. That was what Dangote said. And the elaborate, breakdown is that Dangote Refinery alleged that marketers are demanding 1.5 trillion naira subsidy to match its prices. Now, the breakdown is this. Dangote Refinery has accused the Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association of Nigeria, DAPMAN, of seeking an annual subsidy of 1.505 trillion naira to enable their members to match depot prices with the refinery's gentry prices. Now, in a statement, the refinery explained that the figure was based on Nigeria's daily consumption of 40 million liters of PMS and 15 million liters of automotive gas oil, that is AGO. Now, according to the management, the marketers requested for a discount of 70 naira per liter on coastal freight, NIMASA and MPA and related charges, as well as addition of 5 naira per liter for pumping products into vessels for transportation to depots in Apapa. Now, Dangote Refinery, however, insisted it would not raise gentry prices or absorb the cost, stressing that previously cost Nigeria trillions of naira, and the company urged marketers to instead lift products directly from its gantry to benefit from its logistics-free initiative. Now, that is where we are right now as of this morning. So it is saying that was Nupeng's, act of strike, was it really selfless, or was it that they were trying to back, the marketers? Or maybe people are saying that maybe they're all in it together. Let me know what your take is this morning. I'll open the studio lines right now. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 007. Now, the marketers are saying reduce price by 75 naira. I mean, Dangote is a private-owned company. Why should he be giving you subsidy? And man is actually calculating it. The company calculated it, and it's amounted to 1.505 trillion naira a year. And it is, where do you want him to put that money? No, where do you want him to get it from? That is the question. One of the question is, was Nupeng really fighting for Nigerians, or for the workers of Dangote, or maybe they were just colluded with the marketers and don't want to directly, accost Dangote? And another question is, why is it that Dangote is facing problems from different angles? When it comes, it was when he said he was going to reduce the price. At some point, they started buying from outside, and now they're saying that, if you want us to buy from you, you have to give us discount of 75 naira per liter because we have to take it to our reserve. And Dangote is countering that by saying that, how about you buy it directly from our gantry, and then you can benefit from the logistics-free initiative instead of me giving you a subsidy of 1.5 trillion for a private-owned company. Let me know what your take is. 07055 071 07055 071 or 07025 201 007. Dangote Refinery is alleging that marketers are demanding 1.5 trillion naira subsidy to match its prices, because they're saying you want to be selling directly now. And so before we can match your price that you want to be selling, you have to give us a discount. And I'm here like, if I can sell it directly to the retailers, why do I need you to begin with? 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. All right, so a lot of people are saying, we've said it so many times, that the marketers, or we Nigerians, not the government entirely, is the problem of Nigerians, saying that it is the 1% of the 1%, the marketers in this case, are the problems of Nigerians when it comes to fuel price and also lifting up. Call me up or send messages. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Honorable. All right, lost that call. How about you call me back? 07055 071 007. 07055 71 007 or 07025 201 007. 07025 201 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm Modu Simon Namalayo from Alon Shogo Ibadan.
Good to have you on the show this morning. Let's have your take.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the program. What I'm saying concerning the fuel in Nigeria, I know God is taking over small, and He will finally took over for us. Because
Amen.
if Dangote is selling to retailers, I know it will ease the hard price of the so-called the marketers. I know if Nigeria, as God bless us with so rich in mineral resources, and we are not enjoying it, it's a problem. The problem is the leadership, our even the so-called marketers. I know very soon they will not have job to do. Because it's just like computer is developing and it's creating job for so many people and it's making so many people jobless. So this fuel with the movement that Dangote is taking now, so many marketers will become jobless. Because it's like they are stealing from us and they are reaching themselves in a way that is not. Imagine the trillions that they want to they are soliciting for. It's wrong.
From a private owner.
They are heartless. They are heartless. They are not helping the masses at all. They are not helping us. All what they are looking for is they are looking for their own business. They want to enrich themselves. You know, I was discussing with somebody. I said, how can somebody have billions, trillions of naira in his account? What is he going to use it for? Our marketers are the major problem we have about in petroleum industry is marketers. The so-called marketers. All the marketers, they are destroying the thing. Even they are the one that is making refineries not to work in Nigeria. Because they know that if refinery is working, all their dubious, all their criminal activities will be exposed. I just pray God will sustain what Dangote wants to do. And God will grant that man good protection against all those evildoers. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Honorable. Thank you so much, Honorable, for calling. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. We're talking Dangote versus the marketers this morning. Last week we were talking Dangote versus Newpeng, and today it is Dangote versus the marketers. Dangote is actually saying that the marketers are saying that he should increase the money by 75 naira or give them subsidy of 75 naira per litre, amounting to about 1.505 trillion naira. Please do call me back. I lost that call. 07055 071 007. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comments right there on Facebook. We are live on Facebook. Let me know what your take is. All right, so that is what we're talking about today. The marketers and Dangote this morning. 1.505 trillion naira in subsidy, or Dangote should increase the fuel price by 75 naira so everything can rhyme. What is your take? What do you think? 07055 071 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can also send messages to either of those numbers if you can't call in, or just head to Facebook and drop your comments live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM. That is the handle on Facebook. You can drop your comments and let me know what your take is. A Dangote Refinery has accused the Depot and Petroleum Product Marketers Association of Nigeria, DAPMAN, of seeking an annual subsidy of 1.505 trillion naira to enable their members to match depot prices with the refinery's gentry prices. Now, in a statement, the refinery explained that the figure was based on Nigeria's daily consumption of 40 million litre of petroleum premium motor spirit, that is a PMS, and 15 million litres of automotive gas oil, that is AGO. Now, according to the management, the market has requested a discount of 70 naira per litre on coastal freight and NIMASA, NPA and related charges, as well as additional 5 naira per litre for pumping product into vessels for transportations to depots. So that makes it 75 naira per litre. Now, Dangote Refinery, however, is insisting that it will not raise gentry prices or absorb the cost, stressing that it would not reintroduce a subsidy system that previously cost Nigeria trillions of naira. Now, the company urged marketers to instead lift products directly from its own gentry. If that is going to be, if all of those things that he mentioned is going to be a problem, come and buy straight from our gentry to benefit from the Eats Logistics Free initiative. There's a free logistics initiative that Dangote started or was about to kick off before Newpeng kicked against him, saying that no, your drivers, so you're saying they cannot belong to a union, no, this and that, because he said Dangote Refinery did say that they were importing trailers from China to deliver premium motor spirit directly to consumers, and Newpeng rose up last week, and now it is the marketers actually saying, give us a discount so that we can sell at your rate, or just add to your own. Add 75 naira to your own so everything can rhyme. What is your take on this? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Do not forget that once you call in, you are an honorable of the house. You introduce yourself as such. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Oladile on Facebook says, good morning to you too. So drop your comment. It is at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM. Let me know what your take is this morning regarding this situation at hand. Dangote versus marketers this morning. Marketers are saying add 75 naira to your pump price, or give us discount of 75 naira so that all the prices can balance. But Dangote is saying, I will not add, not give you discount. If you want something good, you know how about you sign up to our logistics free initiative, which was what, he was trying to do before the whole attack from Nupeng came up last week. 07055 071 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can drop your comment on Facebook. It is at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM. Please do call me back. I lost that call again. 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Today we are looking at Dangote versus marketers this morning. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. And you can call me up on 07025 201 007 or send messages. Let me know what your take is concerning this conversation. Is it that Dangote has done something nobody should have done? I mean, having a functioning refinery in Nigeria, because this has been going on back to back. It is one attack or another. Or do you think the marketers also need a leveling playing ground to actually play on the same level ground with Dangote? Do you think what they're asking for is right? Or do you think that Dangote calling them out is also not necessarily right? Or maybe it is right. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. There is Saint_Lovenchei saying, with this, you see, the problem is not the government, but the 1% of the 1%. Thank you so much, Honorable Saint. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is on this particular conversation. You can either call me up or send messages or head to Facebook and drop your comment. And when you are texting, please add your location or your constituency in this case to your message. So my name is Honorable This, texting from this constituency. Thank you so much. 07055 071 007. We have about 15 more minutes to have this conversation. Yeah, it seems to me like a long time, but before you know, it's 15 minutes. It's just gone by like that. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. All right, this one is from Honorable Flora from Akinyele constituency. Okay, says, a businessman that is not in it for the money but for the betterment of the country. If he was in it for the money, trust me, he wouldn't reinvest and retain almost all his earning across industry. He wouldn't have even remained the CEO till now. May God give him more strength. We also need more people like him to rise up. We need to grow our economy. Nigeria is very wealthy, all untapped. About all the wealth is still trapped in raw form, some undiscovered. Thank you so much for that comment. You can head to Facebook as well. Drop your comment on Facebook. Let me know what your take is regarding this situation at hand. We're looking at Dangote versus marketers. Marketers are asking Dangote to either give them a discount of 75 naira per liter or increase his own price by 75 naira so everybody can sell at the same price. Now, they were actually saying that before we can get the fuel from you, before we take it, before we pay for this, before we pay for that. So when we did the calculation, it's actually amounting to about 75 naira per liter. But Dangote is saying, you know what? How about you subscribe to our logistics free initiative so that you can sell at the same price I'm selling at? And that is what we are having right now. So the question is Dangote wrong for calling out the marketers? Or do you think what the marketers are asking for is only fair so they can have the same playing ground or level playing ground with Dangote? Or do you think also that the case from last week was unattached or not in relation to what is going on right now? 07055071007, 07055071007, or 07025201007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages on. I don't know what is going on, and I got a call just now. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is this morning on this conversation at hand. It is, Dangote versus marketers today. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comment or send messages to either of those numbers. If you're calling in and you can't get in, you can also send a message. All right, so this one is from Jeremy. I hope I pronounced that right. Says, if not for the existence of Dangote refineries, those marketers will be selling a liter of their substandard petrol to us at 1,200 naira per liter. 07055071007 or 07025201007. What is your take on this matter? You can by all means please drop a message on Facebook or just send messages to either of those numbers because it seems like calls are getting bounced this morning. And funny enough, I just took a call a couple of minutes ago. 07055071007 or 07025201007. It is Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Drop your comments rather on Facebook and let me know what your take is on this matter. 07055 071 007 or 07025201007. Those are the numbers to either call us on, call me up on, or send messages to 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007 or 07025201007. Those are the numbers to call us on or call me up on rather, or send messages to. What is going on? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. 07055 07 either 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages to or drop a comment on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. Melody 100.7 FM. Okay, so this one is from says Tari. Okay, says it is true that Nigeria's petroleum industry has plenty challenges, but let us find a makeable solution to benefit everybody. 07055071007. Hello, good morning. Okay, 07055 071 007. At least that one actually was picked. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007, 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Call me up or send messages. Let me know what your take is regarding this conversation that we are having right now. Dangote versus, the marketers. And the headline actually reads, Dangote refinery alleges marketers are demanding 1.5 trillion naira subsidy to match its prices. Dangote Refinery has accused the depot and the Petroleum Products Marketers Association of Nigeria, DAPMAN, of seeking an annual subsidy of 1.505 trillion naira to enable their members to match depot prices with the refinery's gantry prices. Now, in a statement, the refinery explained that the figure was based on Nigeria's daily consumption of 40 million liters of premium motor spirit PMS and 15 million liters of automotive gas oil, that is AGO. Now, according to the management, the marketers have requested a discount of 70 naira per liter on cost of freight, NIMASA, NPA, and other related charges, as well as an additional 5 naira per liter for pumping products into vessels for transportation to depots in Apapa. Dangote Refinery, however, insisted that it will not raise gantry prices or absorb the cost. That is, it will not be giving them any discount, stressing that it would not reintroduce a subsidy system that previously cost Nigeria trillions of naira. The company urged marketers to instead lift products directly from its gantry to benefit from its logistics-free initiative. What is your take? Is it the right thing to ask of Dangote to give them subsidy of 75 naira per liter? Or do you think Dangote is wrong for calling them out? Let me know what your take is. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on or to send messages to. Let me know what your take is. You can head to Facebook as well and drop your comments live on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. That is Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Let me know what your take is this morning regarding this conversation at hand. We're looking at the refinery, the Dangote Refinery versus the marketers this morning. Last week it was Dangote versus Newpeng. This week it is Dangote versus the marketers. And this message is from Big Bank. Okay, it says Dangote is rendering all the depots redundant. Let's hold that thought. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Please, can you move away from your radio set?
I'm far away from you.
Okay, so I'm with you.
Thank you. From Ibadan.
Okay, Honorable Bossa, good to have you on the show this morning. Let's have your take.
You see, on the issue of Dangote versus marketers, the issue at hand is cannot blame Dangote in terms of anything he's trying to do concerning marketers and Nigerian refineries. Even being that he's an investor, and he will always concentrate on his own business. Work towards anything that will make his own business prosper. So it is left for the marketers and the NNPCL, Nigerian government, to know what to do in terms of how to start our refinery. With the fact that it is making us understand that the refineries are available for sale. I don't think they will get buyers for the refinery, so that you can just sell them, and then investors should also have access to making fuel for us in Nigeria, because you cannot continue to have prices of fuel skyrocketing in a country where God has really blessed us crude oil and every other thing needed in order for us to have a better life. But it is not left for our government as well know what to do, instead of them to just teaching us and making us happy on the other hand. The happiness they are giving to us is not real, full or genuine happiness and can really celebrate them for.
Thank you so much, Honorable, for calling. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. So I was taking a message. You can call me up and let me know what your take is concerning this matter of the marketers are requesting for subsidy from Dangote, or asking Dangote to add money so everyone can sell at the same price. 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. So someone actually did say that if the Eastern Gulf was not actually on break for production of fuel and everything, would these marketers be bargaining with Dangote? Remember, a couple of months ago, they did say they were not going to buy from Dangote. They were going to import and, so they can sell at their own prices. Why are they tendering this to Dangote right now? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. All right, so back to the message that Big Bang sent. Says Dangote is rendering all the depots redundant because they're selling below their price and nobody will invest and want to make a loss. Can you guys have a common ground? My fear with Dangote is this: after rendering the depot out of market, it will now increase price beyond reach. Okay. Oh, hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, good morning. This is Prince Bumia Defusi calling from Akpata.
Good to have you on the show, Prince, Honorable Prince. Let's have your take.
Yes. You see, Dangote is a business-oriented man. And it seems he is now understand the game than the marketers now. Because those that are thinking for him are brilliant in regarding this. Is it not a shame that a country like Nigeria do not have a functional modular refinery? And I know that the Dangote is after his own gain. And you see marketers as well, when there is increase in there is fall or increase in the crude oil, we don't benefit from them. It is when maybe we hear that fuel will be scarce. That is when they will increase their fuel pump price. So let Dangote continue in his own way. So let federal government be responsible in terms of having a functional modular refinery, so that we can have reduction in fuel pump price. That's my submission. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much. Have a great day ahead of you. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. We have about 5 more minutes on the clock to talk about this before we wrap up the conversation. Call me up or send messages. You can text via via SMS only on either of the studio lines: 07055 071 007, 07025 201 007 or 07055 071 007. Those are the numbers to either call me up on or to send messages on. Let me know what your take is this morning. We're talking Dangote versus refineries. Dangote refineries versus the marketers. Because the marketers are asking Dangote to either give them a subsidy or a discount of 75 naira per litre or add 75 naira per litre to his own price. Why? Because Dangote said about 2 weeks ago that he was going to get, gas-powered trailers from China, and when they arrive, is going to deliver directly to the consumers. New Peng rose up and said, no, that cannot work. You said your drivers will not be part of our union. They resolved that last week. Now, this week, the marketers are saying, oh, you have to give us, discount too, because when you start selling to the retailers now, it's going to be a price cheaper than ours, and then we'll run at loss. So is it that you give us discount so we can sell at your price, or you increase your own price by 75 naira so we can all be on a level playing field? And I thought that months ago, when, they were battling Dangote and all of that, they were saying that, may the best man win and all of that, everybody's going to have their price and, price is going to vary and people are still going to buy. So why are they asking Dangote for a reduction or addition right now? 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comment at Melody 100.7 FM. We are live on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM. 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on. You can also send messages or head to Facebook and drop your comment. 07055 071 007. Hello, good morning, Honorable.
Hello, please. It takes me, it takes my brain, and it does. Because these names, you call it so fast.
Okay.
You call the number so fast. Secondly, when you are calling, please try to. Maybe I've gotten the number before. You mention the station.
Okay.
Once in a while. I mean, when you are calling, at least be able to mention station so that you know the station that where I saw it, I can be able to call.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Limit the fastness of calling the number. cool down.
So I should.
So,
okay.
well done, madam.
Thank you.
What station is that, please?
Melody 100.7 FM.
Melody. So,
yes,
please, why I'm saying this? Have we ever think of our brothers in the north, our brothers and sisters in the north, of this problem? Dangote is representing this country, not himself. Everything has been directed to him, that whatever have built that something down, and we use Dangote's name to run that business. And this is what they already have done everything down. That's why Tinubu said he will continue from where Buhari stopped. Everything have done on that day, and they have put everything in order. That Dangote will be the head of this thing. All this money we have been borrowing for many years, trillions and billions of dollars. Do you know where it's going to? You don't know that we have been pocketed. That's why one man from the Labour Party have said that we want to take our country back from our hand, because it's from this country. The person who brought independence of this country is from the same state, and who used the sense of politics and got not politics of bitterness or killing or asking somebody not to come and vote or voting there, but is the person who used the politics of experience and brought this in from the white people. And that's why today the people of London, England are not happy with Nigeria, because that man gets it so in a platter of gold. But Mandela could not get it in that way, because Mandela does not have such brain, and Nigeria and Igbo man has. So that's why Mandela suffers so much. We have the something than South Africa. Why did they on delay? Why did they get that man? Because they said they cannot take the same risk they took for Nigeria and for that man. And that's why today Nigeria is a freedom country. But we are not doing that good for our country, our nation. Look at our leaders. Can they emulate Goodluck Jonathan, who said that the blood of anyone that killed in this country, that is not worth of his own life?
Honorable sir.
And why are we doing this? Please, I ask, let Buhari, Tinubu do what is right. They are practicing what is in the Old Testament of Bible.
Okay.
They are not practicing what is in current of when the Israel have come. And they say, slap me and I give you 10 times. That's what they are doing to us.
Honorable
look
sir.
At the girl they killed.
Hello,
the
sir.
girl that they killed in the north.
Hello.
That's what they are practicing.
Hello,
that
Honorable.
When you do for God, and God will carry you to heaven. But that is not so. I'm a Christian. So let Yoruba people do what is right. Especially the Christians in the Yoruba land.
Honorable
their
sir.
brothers in South and Southeast.
Hello.
I'm hearing you.
Okay. First off, I would like to know your name and where you're calling from, sir.
Yes, I'm here calling here in Ibadan.
Okay. So basically, what we're talking about today, right now, is the Dangote versus the marketers issue. What
versus
is your
marketers, and that's why formally they challenge government. That's why I told you that Dangote is representing the country for now. They put him as their chairman of that company, but it was built. That company you are looking at that. They know that's why they are coming to challenge him. It was built by whatever those people said. He should comply with them. And those our brothers in the north that have been homeless, no food, nothing. They have been killing them up and down every now and then. And what the president is doing to help those people that are providing food for us here. Did you know that the food we make in the south of here, they don't have the power to make it? That's why what they call our youth a lazy youth. If we are doing like them and they used to produce that famine, they will not call us like that. So now the only way is that let them bring the price of fuel down. Forget about what people that happen. Let government. Buhari is on the scare, and is the one that goes, put the price pump high. Let him bring it back down. And insecurity in the north, let him go and solve it. It's not a matter of traveling all the states in Nigeria, every country traveling. They say Jagaban. That's a good leader. Then rather than to go and sort it out, some nations, America, France, to help us come here and make challenge of security we are having here in Nigeria. It's in the north and the southeast and part of Nigeria. They will solve that problem for you. I'm telling you, if they can. If you can do it. Rather, all the money is spending largely from National Assembly, have our assembly, representative, we want people to leave their party to come and join him. This is not a leader. Let him be led from Jonathan.
Thank you so much, sir, for calling.
As a Christian.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Do have a great day ahead of you. All right, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. This is a Melody Sunrise on Melody 100.7 FM. You can also head to Facebook and drop your comment at Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook. Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook as well, or just send a message 07055 071 007 or 07025 201 007. The summary of what the last caller did say was that allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, according to what he said, is that, the Dangote refinery is owned by Nigeria, if I'm correct. And that is why the marketers are asking that from Dangote, and that Dangote should give them what they are asking for. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Those are the numbers to call me up on. A minute and then we'll wrap up. Or you can send messages to either of those numbers, or just head to Facebook and drop your comment at Melody 100.7 FM, Melody 100.7 FM on Facebook, or just call me up or send messages. Drop your comment also on Facebook at Melody 100.7 FM, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. The marketers are asking Dangote to either give them a discount of 75 naira per litre, or increase his own pump price, or should I say his own price, by 75 naira per litre, so everyone can, sell at the same price. 07055 071 007. 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Okay, this one is funny. Says Abiodun Anyodinro. Okay, says Dangote all the way. Okay, 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Let me know what your take is. Are the marketers justified for asking him to give them, a subsidy or discount, so to say, or you think that Dangote should just dance to their tune, but it will be at the detriment of the Nigerians, right? And I think Dangote is saying he wouldn't do that, and the solution he came up with is for the marketers to lift directly from him, so that, they can benefit from his logistics-free initiative, the one he was planning to start before New Pen came for him just about 2 weeks ago. 07055 071 007, 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. Call me up or send messages 07055 071 007, or 07025 201 007. This one is King J. Okay, says these are the real evildoers. All right, let's hold that thought. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Honorable. Your name and where you're calling from?
Moody Simon Amalaya. I make a call earlier.
Okay.
So I just want to add to what I said earlier.
Okay.
Nigeria, the petroleum industry and marketers, they never know what they are into. Because if Dangote is a private company, I think he has right to do his business as he wants. If Dangote feels he can sell his product 15 naira, and it's okay for him to go by it, this will allow everybody to trade. It's a marketplace. Everybody should trade his own this thing as he wants. So I don't know why they want to use this thing now to become a problem, or they want to bring hardship to the masses.
Thank you so
because
much.
This thing is still coming back on the Nigerians. Like the poor masses is still coming back on them. You know, if Dangote is a private organization and they also are private, let everybody begin to trade his own business.
All right.
You know, I want to give an instance. When MTN, Airtel, and other things started, you know, see how much we are buying the SIM pack and phone when they started. But with time, it begins to, even now you can get a line.
Please be careful with the name brand names, please. Thank you. But I get your.
Okay,
your
sorry for that. You can get a network provider free.
Thank you.
But look at in the petroleum. I don't know why Nigeria is so hard that if you are doing business, they will say you are a union, you can't do this, you can't do that. It's not by force to do union. What do they call it?
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much,
sir. So that
is
just my own idea. If Dangote is a private organization, they are private organization. Let everybody do his business.
All right,
as he likes.
Thank you.
If the law of the land permits it.
Oh my God. Hello.
Thank you so much. God bless you.
Thank you. Have a great day. And that's it for me. I mean, we've actually beaten into the time of Melody Surprise. So please, if you have someone you want to celebrate, now is the time to send messages. I can't take any more calls. I'm so sorry. I can't take any more calls. 07055071007 or 07025201007. Those are the numbers for you to send messages to. Let me know whom you're celebrating. Send their name, their phone numbers, and also your own name so I can put a call through to them for you. In the meantime, here is Drilla doing Celebration. Stick around.
If you check, you go see. Say the bad dude on the street for body. Say what lie you admit. I don't go international. Cambio mucho. Vendo sur cuento. Say no, mama, this from bed. Say cambio mucho. Vendo sur cuento, yeah. Say mama, this from bed. Say, feeling from my body down to my spinal cord. The way I feel in my head, it is shock in my head, it is spin. And they feeling from my body down to my spinal cord. Inclusive sunica me ligero mi misma. Pronto me divirá. So now vas a be the worry me. I've been on my body, the baby me. I feel like it's my birthday, let's celebrate it. Come over prime time, I'm
Melody 100.7 FM.
but 24/7, 3655, yeah. Multi-set, I'm ready, shaking while I let money gin on deck, belly juice, kilo fair. I go move with finesse, so baby, wait. Me, I'm no beginner, big baller, I'm a skiller. Can I get your number, talk about it over dinner? Kilo Jack and Ginger, I seen something in you. Sure you get it crazy, so I get really more vanilla.
You wanna roll with me? I bet you wanna dance. Say you no go slow down, so bam, 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 bam. You wanna roll with me? I bet you wanna dance. Say you no go slow down, so bam, 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 bam.
Play by Jesse, but not Messi. You looking majestic when you go fuck. Slow down, 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 slow down. Motulama, women now, I know too bad. If you reason now, give me chance, I hold you down. Slow down, 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 slow down.
All right, Fowls the Bad Guy and King Maddie on that one with the song Slow Down off the latest, album of Fowls the Bad Guy. It is 9:54 a.m. and time for me to wrap it up and call it a day for the week, or call it a week rather. It is a wrap for Melody Sunrise in its entirety for the week. And guess what? You can catch us again next week from Monday through to Friday. God keep us from 8 a.m. till 9:55. Okay, so my name is Bolabad, and you can follow us across all socials at Melody 100.7 FM. That is Melody 100.7 FM. But for me, it is at Bolabad across all socials. That is BOLABAD across all socials. Still next week, Monday, that Melody Sunrise returns. Do have an amazing weekend. And also, do not forget that, don't drink and drive. I mean, it's the weekend. I know you might want to turn up. So don't drink and drive. Make sure you're not drinking and driving. And if you're drinking anything before driving, make sure it's just water. Thank you so much. And till next week, have an amazing day ahead of you and a great weekend ahead of you. This one is Ed Sheeran doing Sapphire. Stick around. Or Roy Lou comes up by 10 a.m.
Can't help but shine. And I know